So Sunday the 23rd, we come in here to react to the West Indies' massive victory against the USA. We would have also seen some other matches played out over this weekend yesterday with Afghanistan and Australia, and also England and USA today. But we're going to focus on that game on Friday night, where Shai Hope would have brought home. Well, I shouldn't say it's only him. Ruston Chase had a good performance with the ball, and then Shai Hope and Nicholas Puran, they chased down the runs in 11, a little less than 12 overs. So, Kalu, tell me your thoughts about the squad selection. You think them fellas watch our podcast and
I hope so.
Squad?
I hope so, because they didn't listen against England. They went the opposite of what we wanted them to do, and we pay the price for it, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, to me, Shai Hope should always be in the 1100. He is the best, technically sound and gifted batsman in the region. He's not no football or anything like that.
I just want to say, I don't want to cut you off, but I just want to say something. I just find it was criminal that we had Shai Hope as a water boy for the opening part of this tournament.
Yeah. I definitely agree, Dred. I definitely agree. And the thing is, he showed that he could, up his scoring, right? With clean hits as well. And when he wasn't timing the ball properly, he was just finding the gaps to run the singles. And that's all you need to do, Dred. So Shai Hope should, to me, his name always need to be in the 11. And the thing is, he was the leading run scorer in the CPL for last year. So how you could have your leading run scorer in the CPL who's familiar with the grounds in the Caribbean. I believe he went to the IPL. I don't really watch IPL, so I can't, right?
He played for Delhi. I don't know how much he performed it.
Right. And the thing is, you're not playing him 100. So he needs to start, for sure. I mean, it's disappointing that Brandon King got injured, but maybe that's a blessing in disguise, because Johnson Charles Royal struggling. That's my thoughts there.
So I was now going to cover that. So Daryl, what do you think about Johnson Charles tonight? This is a must-win game against South Africa later, and Johnson Charles has been struggling to keep the strike rotating and to be, I don't know how to say, but continue scoring throughout this innings.
Well, to be honest, in my looking at the last two games West Indies played, we again, this is my personal opinion. I find firstly Johnson Charles is too much dot balls by. We playing cricket. We it's a T20 format. We end up the first game, I think, against that was not the game before.
England.
We had 5 wickets, but we lost against England. We had 5 wickets in hand, and I mean, we had almost 8 overs at dot balls. That's
madness.
To make any kind of sense. You understand? I mean, I understand. Maybe you had to have a batsman there, but to stand up and you don't want to lose wickets fast. But at the end of the day, rotate the strike. Take your singles. Make it. One thing I hardly ever see West Indies do for this tournament is run 2 runs.
Yeah.
You see other teams do it. They hit a ball long and they run 2 runs. We don't see that again. I mean, Johnson Charles, well, he had 2 chances. Albeit his feeling is also, I find, deplorable. He had dropped an easy catch against New Zealand. Well, tonight is the night. I'll just say one thing though. Well, obviously we would have said over here about Shai Hope. And Shai Hope is a proper batsman, and he showed it again. And yes, it might be a blessing in disguise with respect to Brandon King. I think Brandon King is a better option than Johnson Charles too.
For sure.
The other thing I could say is that I'm glad that they would have maybe make some changes and they brought in Obed McCoy as well. This boy bowled terribly. Albeit, he would have traveled to Guyana and come back. Shepherd.
Mario.
Yeah.
But the thing is that his fault? Because he traveled, right? So that should have been the captain and Darren Sammy to pick the 11 to use the...
Yeah, but what is that? I don't think it's the player's fault, in terms of this. I think it goes down to them, to Darren Sammy and them. But at the end of the day, you had a person, whether or not, the reason being a birth of a child, and he would have left to go on, he would have left camp. But we need to take into consideration that we have options, though.
Exactly.
We had options, and we had an option, not only an option, we had an option at work the game previously.
Yeah.
McCoy got what? 3 wickets? He got 3 wickets, he bowled well. Yeah. Shai Hope did the same. And when it came down to a game in which, because if we had won that England game, we would not have no issues today going into a must-win game.
Yeah.
And I believe that if we had these fellas over there, that today we would have 4 points.
4 points, yeah. Going on to the semi-finals. So let me for those of you who are watching and may not know, Shai Hope, and this is no understatement or overstatement here, is one of the best ODI batsmen in the world. He averages 50 in one-day internationals, which shows he knows how to manage limited overs games, and he has 16 ODI hundreds. So all this talk about Shai Hope is a test batsman. Yeah, he's a proper batsman, but his best format is ODI. And T20 is just a shortened version, and he has shown that when he can't get the boundaries, he can rotate the strike. He picked up twos. He eases the pressure off of the incoming batsman with a wicket. So when Charles out, knowing that Hope is there to rotate the strike through and get a few balls extra to get in. I said that was Charles on the other side. Unfortunately, I was hoping Charles had a big tournament, but unfortunately, he just eaten up overs in the power play.
Yeah, and well, I think we spoke about that too. You see this thing called this power play. I don't understand how West Indies cannot capitalize on our power play. I mean, those are the overs that they expect now to have proper batsmen there trying to find the gaps. I mean, it don't have to be difficult. You don't have to go there in a power play and try your best to see if you could loop a ball and hit a ball over the top. You understand? And try to look, open the face of the bat, use the pace of the ball. I mean, we finally had a good pitch. I mean, and you could see there an example that is Shai Hope. Shai Hope did that same thing. It wasn't that much difficult. A lot of proper cricket shots he played and he would have scored. Johnson Zal came out like what? I think maybe 15, 16 runs out of 14 balls.
Yeah,
that would make sense when you have Andre Russell.
For those 15 runs.
Yeah, that would make sense when you have Andre Russell and this guy who made the
Rutherford
and them fellas them coming down in the end. You just put more pressure on them fellas to score. And especially when we needed. I mean, I went like Shai Hope bring it for me, because at a point in time he was like, okay, we need to make this runs in 12 overs. And at that point in time, I was like, wait, now, are we going to make this runs in 12 overs? You know? But thank God for Shai Hope and a good innings that we did. So
I think.
So where's all the thoughts about
So I was just going to say, later, going down to coming back to the same game, the bowling.
Yeah.
So the Ruston Chase has been performing extremely well. He's been silently putting in good performances. Some games with the bat, 2-3 games with the ball. Akil Hussain has continued to bowl good. Gudakesh Moti. We struggling in the pace department, I find.
Yeah, Azari's struggling, I find.
Azari's struggling. I was glad to see he pulled it back last game, but we need Azari Joseph and Obed McCoy to bowl extremely well against South Africa later if we want to take this.
Now, with Chase, they call Chase, right? I think Chase should be in 11 as well. And I think we were looking at it from the wrong matchup between Hope and Chase. It should have never been that. It should have been, to me, it should have been maybe Chase and Shepherd, right? That should have been the matchup there. Johnson Charles should not be in 11 as far as I'm concerned.
We was commentating. We had our personal conversation going on, and I mean, I looking at these fellas bowling, and I mean, look, I understand you have a crosswind, etc. But I mean, we as bowlers, boy, we playing the highest level of cricket, and I can see you bowling 5 out of 6 balls going down the leg. You understand? I mean, you could do better than that, man.
As the game goes along.
Yeah.
But I heard the interview Bishop, and asked him what do they think about the chances of replacing Charles tonight with Cal Mayers.
Right. And
this is Ian Bishop. Ian Bishop says he doesn't think the West Indies should gamble it, and it's too much of a risk to take. But to me, it's like, so why you bring a replacement for Hope if you're not going to give the option a chance in the event of one of the batsmen not performing? Because let me just say, we go into this. Tonight is a must win.
Yeah, there's a quarterfinal.
Quarterfinals. We don't need to win by much. We just need to win.
Yeah,
and we need to score enough runs. They have Quinton de Kock, they have Klassen, they have Heinrichs, they have Janssen, they have Markram. They have proper batsmen on that side.
And they have good bowling as well.
Miller. They have Rabada who could bowl. They have Shamsi. They have Maharaj. That is a proper cricket side. That's sort of
that is a good team.
So everybody on our team needs to hold their end. We just can't be going there one man short and hoping that he get off.
Yeah.
You know? Because we've seen, it's not like Charles out in early trying to go over the top or something. He never connected to the half of the shots. He going too hard at it. He missing the balls. He getting inside.
And this was against the United States. No disrespect to United States, but I mean, it's an associate team. It should be.
Yeah, it's an associate team.
I mean, the thing about it is that if you, like my perspective is that if you open a batting for a T20 tournament, right? I mean, let me use for example the person we normally see the most opener batting and anything. Let me take Rohit Sharma for example, right? Rohit Sharma does what he does, but he don't ever make 100 or not. He's make a 50 and he's make it real quick. You understand? And exactly. So that's what I was saying. So I mean, it don't make sense that you go over there and they make 16 runs or 20 runs and they make it in 18 balls.
Yeah.
You know,
especially in the power plays.
Yeah. Exactly, especially power play.
That is not your job. You're not to do that. That's not your job.
I mean, for example, let me look at this fella. He's not a opening batsman, but TK I think TKR Kolkata Knight Riders use him for the reason.
Trinidad,
and now he just do. You understand? Just come out there, hit the ball out, and try to think and get yourself in a good position going forward. Yeah. So I mean, today we talk about that. So where's other thoughts about? Let me talk about Australia and the Afghanistan result. Dinesh, how you feel that setting up this whole thing going forward?
Well, I think Afghanistan just threw a spoke in everybody in the ICC tournament. So what this just does, everybody thought this was going to be a run over for India and Australia, and it really didn't matter who come first or second because India playing in Guyana. We know the old devil, right? But Afghanistan come and upset Australia. And this was in the making. This was coming. This almost happened in the 50 over World Cup earlier this year.
Yeah.
And then Glenn Maxwell just went berserk. They were batting 87 for 7, and Glenn Maxwell made 200. Come now. One of the best ODI innings they probably would ever see. And it happened again last night. And Afghanistan, they're probably not at the top of the T20 charts, but they have extremely good bowlers. Faisal Haq and them fellas, Rashid Khan and them fellas, they performing with the ball and they put any pressure on these teams. And to put that pressure, to get Travis Head, I saw when Travis Head out, Naveen, I think is the bowler name, and the commentators were like, why are you not starting the opening the bowler with Faisal Haq, right? He's the guy with the most wickets in the tournament. But they wanted the ball to swing away from Travis Head, and it worked. It was good captaincy.
Yeah.
The captain took a risk, and it paid off against Travis Head, who's arguably one of the best batsmen in the world in almost all formats of the game.
No, Rashid Khan is the captain, not so?
Yeah. Rashid Khan
has played the CPL, so he very much experienced as it is playing in these pitches and knowing what to expect and what to do. Yeah.
So let me just throw out there what Afghanistan just do to this group. Which, it may or may not happen, but Afghanistan just gave themselves the opportunity to qualify. They need to play Bangladesh next. And they have to win it. If they win,
and Bangladesh not playing particularly well. As far as I concerned, I think they will be Bangladesh.
Yeah, I think they will be Bangladesh as well. Yeah. But if they win big, they're going to put their name in to qualify on net run rate.
Yeah,
especially if Australia wins big when they play India, or if India wins big against Australia. So if either of those two teams have a collapse when they meet up, it gives Afghanistan a chance to sneak it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it happened. I'm glad because everybody thought it was just going to be a run over, and people were just watching them as the underdog. But I'm very happy now.
So far, it's only England booked the spot, and nobody's guaranteed a spot. All these games matter now. Every single game now matters.
Every single game matters, and then it matters in where the semis play. And I don't know if I want to get into that now, but which match playing where, whatever. But every single game goes forward.
Let me see you qualify.
As we preview, as we do the preview for what we expect to happen, I mean, it comes down basically to West Indies have to win tonight.
Yeah,
West Indies have to.
I think if West Indies win by one run, I think we will qualify.
We will qualify on net run rate,
right, net run rate. So then it comes up to either South Africa. Well, South Africa will qualify as well.
Yeah, it's
If they
either
win.
or.
Yeah, it's either or.
Yeah.
It's
Either
a
or.
winner.
Yeah.
Winner takes all tonight first. Winner takes all.
So either England goes home or we go home.
No,
The-
England is in.
England already
Oh yeah,
qualified.
England.
either
All
South-
right.
Yeah. So it's South Africa,
Right, yes.
West Indies
South Africa
tonight.
win 2, so everybody will end up with 4 points.
4 points. Yeah.
Right. And it goes to net run rate. And
It goes to
yeah,
net run.
and I don't think
So
South Africa
has to
will.
win. We need to win.
South Africa
And like
had
I
a
say,
close
you
game
know,
against the States. That is what put them in a bad position.
Yeah.
these teams put a little spoke in the wheel, and I mean USA and them, whether they were there, USA, and you can see with Afghanistan, they had an impact, you know, and
They had an impact.
yeah, I think it's good to see that.
Lesser so Bangladesh, but I'm disappointed in Bangladesh. They play port cricket. I think they play a lot of port cricket for the entire tournament. But
Because of social media, I get a lot of cricket pages suggested on my feed now, and a lot of Bangladeshi pages is come up and Pakistani pages, and one of them apparently the big problem with Bangladesh is they don't know how to play T20 in terms of like power hitting. Yes, power hitting and rotating the strike and that kind of thing, and that's a big problem.
Possibly, yeah. All right, so let me get quickly into what I think these semi-final matchups going to look like, and I'm going to ask the venues.
What? Yeah. For whoever watching, we all going to be 3 of us here, and plus a couple of other friends. We're going to be in the semis in Trinidad and Brian Lara. So
Wednesday the 26th.
For Daryl Dinish, what would be your dream semi-finals to see?
Well, dream semi-final to see really and truly, obviously being a West Indian fan, is to see West Indies.
Yeah.
So it's either West Indies playing. Well, most likely, if it comes out to be, it'll be West Indies Australia, right?
Or West Indies Afghanistan, right?
Or West Indies Afghanistan.
Well, I mean, okay. Yeah. So, I understand the question that you're really trying to say. Am I hoping to see the West Indies win to go have maybe a easier game against Afghanistan in there? Understand what the question you're asking? I would say West Indies Australia, you know.
That better game, man.
Yeah, I was saying better game. I spent $100+ US. You understand?
Yeah, these tickets are expensive.
That's a better game.
I was Daryl this morning, you know. But then I started to tell myself, but if Afghanistan can really upset and come out of that second group, our West Indies to play them, even if it ain't Guyana, get into the finals.
Yeah.
It's a one-off game in the finals, anybody could win that finals. It's a one-off game in the semis as well. And we dealt with that. We played Afghanistan once already for the tournament, and we
beat them. Yeah, we beat them.
We beat them bad. So if the option is there for me to watch Australia, England, okay, but I'll go watch it. I'll go come in my green jersey and support Australia. So I don't want to. If I had to lose the finals, I'd rather lose to Australia than lose to England. But I'm good for that.
Yeah. I might as well. But look. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, we are West Indies fans, right? But I think on top of that, we are sports fans and we are cricket fans. And I mean, for me, I wanted West Indies to win is good. But I mean, to see a battle between West Indies and Australia with arguably one of the best all-round lineups, batting, bowling.
Yeah.
I mean, to see Stark playing, right? Yeah. To see Michelle Stark running on and to see Travis Head hitting a ball out of the stadium. I mean, yes, I know it's Australia, but at the end of the day, look, I mean, that's the people we watch, that's the people we look at, that's the people we look at all through the year. So
those are the best players in the world, so you want to see it.
Yeah. And you know, we always say it, and when we always talk about football, you know, the nations always say something when we talk about football, especially when we talk about Champions League football. And it's like, the team that deserves to win it is the team that normally plays the best people to reach there, right? And if West Indies play Australia, I think, we could go on that to win the tournament. So, I mean, it's a give or take. Let
me see how we get on tonight.
What's
your predictions?
For me, what this for the game or the semis?
For the same thing that you say. What you rather see?
Obviously, I would like to see West Indies and West Indies playing whoever. I don't mind. I just want to see West Indies in the semis. But if South Africa goes through, I want South Africa to win the whole thing. To me, that's a good balance side as well.
Well, let me try spoken the wheel here now. So, if West Indies comes out tonight and say but the run rate, however the net run rate ends up, that becomes second, right?
Hmm.
And India
Hmm.
comes first or second in the group. West Indies will be playing in Guyana, right?
I think so, yeah.
They will be playing in Guyana because India.
No. They will play Guyana if India come first and we come second.
Right.
If we come opposite of India. If India
Yeah.
comes second, they will play first in our group, who will be England in Guyana.
Yeah.
Because India
I
playing in
rather,
Guyana
I
regardless.
rather two of them go there. Yeah, I rather two of them go there.
Yeah, I rather two of them go there. We can play whoever
Because
else.
no matter what India, I don't understand this ICC tournament, because no matter that, and this is the same point we were making initially, India knows exactly if they reach the semifinals where they are going to play.
Yeah.
Because
And-
whether they come first or whether they come
Or
second, they are playing
They
in
play
Guyana.
Yeah.
And this is the thing,
You know?
Daryl. And this is what I was talking about before. We have
Mhm.
4 other teams potentially could qualify: Australia, West Indies, South Africa, and Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
none of these teams know where. They can't say, well, India there, so we here. Nobody knows anything. So the other 4
Yeah.
teams just have to play cricket. And India already has a mind on the semi-final. They know the venue. They know the wicket. Yeah, they know the travel arrangements. They know everything. They know the hotel they're staying in. They don't organize the transport. They have a lot of behind-the-scenes thing that they don't have planned that these other teams still yet have to get in order.
Let me talk about the question and nobody knows the answer to, right? If India does not qualify, where do the games play?
Don't know.
I don't know. Because India had to play Guyana, right? And when India not there, who playing where?
So who playing where?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Either.
don't know, because I was under the assumption that India and Australia were going to qualify. And India go Guyana and Australia comes Trinidad. But let's just say Afghanistan and Australia qualifies now. Who plays where? And this is the quarterfinals, basically. When the game is Wednesday and nobody have any idea. Unless there's some rule or stipulation written fine print in the ICC website.
I'm sure it have a fine print somewhere.
I wasn't aware up until this morning where that was.
Yeah, so I don't know. We will see. I guess we will see tomorrow.
I just hope when the ICC learns from this, when you host in a World Cup, there needs to be some form of integrity within the tournament itself.
All teams should be on an equal platform.
All teams should be.
So well, I mean,
have an advantage.
it's all about money. See, here this now. It's all about money, right? And the ICC created this tournament thinking that the number 1 and number 2 ranked teams in ICC rankings will be in that Barbados final
in Australia
the following week. And because they had to cater to the fans of that final, cricketing fans, especially West Indian fans in a West Indian held tournament, going to have to watch this game, even if, per se, West Indies win, at 10:30 a.m.
in
the morning.
10:30
that is prime time Australia and prime time India.
Prime time India.
Yeah.
So like I said it here before, the World Cup just being held here, but it's really doing it for the audience. Because you can't tell me all the big games playing in 8 o'clock in the night. Even we complaining why it's so late. It should be 6, but okay, we go into the 8 o'clock.
Yeah, look at tonight.
The finals is 10:30 in the morning.
Look at tonight. The game starting 8:30 and it's finished midnight. Tomorrow is our working day.
Tomorrow is our working day.
Yeah, but here we're going on. You see, all, if you look at it, all India and all last night Australia played last night, right?
Yeah, and they lost. Yeah.
So all India games, every single one of India games were played at 10:30.
Yeah, all, every single one.
And as much as I don't like the English sports teams, I don't like the English sports teams. I'm going to throw that in there. They were complaining against the West Indies because that game started almost midnight for them back in England.
Yeah.
And it finished almost 4 o'clock in the morning. So how does an English fan now watch that?
Yeah.
You want to wake up 2 o'clock. Well, you could, right? You get up and you sacrifice 2 o'clock in the morning to watch an exchange, whatever.
Imagine them English fans of them. They don't have stress to watch England football team already. Then cricket team playing, they still have to go through stress to watch that. And them qualifying.
And them winning.
And them winning.
Yeah.
No, sir. But talking about England, and we talk about this is a point I wanted to say this now. When we talk about Darren Sammy and the coaches and the selectors and picking the team, and we talk about Johnson Charles and the fact that they have Kyle Mayers over there and whether or not they could play him, they move just like Southgate though. Because Southgate signed some youth, make some bold calls to bring in some youth fellas, and then for what reason to leave them on the bench to not play
No,
them?
we go talk about Southgate. I will cuss up Southgate next episode.
Next
We're doing
episode.
our football episode. You need some good cuss.
Let me wrap it up on the cricket.
So let me end up there. We can end up there. Let me round it up. So we have this evening. We have West Indies South Africa, big massive game.
Shootout.
Tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Right? We have the
India, Australia.
well,
Pretty big game.
it could be, according to the ICC, it could be the final that they're hoping for, right? I previewed it. That is India and Australia.
Australia, yeah.
Yeah, and we have some other in the football. We're talking about football eventually.
Yeah, but the last game is Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and it matters as well.
That matters as well. Yeah, if Afghanistan get a good run rate on Bangladesh there.
So yes, what's all the predictions? Leave it down in the comments and let us know. Also, last episode I would have some graphics showing up in front of Daryl. Paste them in if they like those things. I'll add it back again. You know, cricket bat and the football.
Well, let me apologize for my camera, by the way. Trying to set up my camera. Piece of it fell down, and I don't know which part it is. I have to find it. But
There's no scene.
I want to say, let me pick up the people and the few people who we know who would have commented and supported and thing.
We appreciate it.
Could drop some comments and stuff. This is just something that we fellas, being in the middle age as we are, we tend to spend time during our day talking on WhatsApp and do the same things we do. So this is nothing different for we. This is what we do every single day, especially during sporting time. We just do it in front of our camera. I'm just trying to put it out there. We have no right. So it's just for fun. It's just for the passion of the game. And sometimes, we thank you for the little audience we have, and hopefully the audience will grow.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Yeah, like I say, if you like it, don't forget to press the like button. We appreciate it, and we feel a little better that what we're talking about here, other people could appreciate it as well. So hopefully we'll see you in the next episode.
And West Indies selectors, you should have listened to me, man.
Yeah, we don't beat England.
I know if I listen to this, have it down there.
Italia.
Why? That's so random.
Yeah, why not? Right.
And by the way, I want to big up one of our main supporters over here, a very famous guy. He made a meme last week. Ryan Gavin Cumberbatch.
Big up
Ryan. We are
Ryan.
famous fans. So big up to Ryan. What was he meme again? It was
West Indies.
West Indies, yeah. You hate them and then you love them. You understand?
Big up yourself, Ryan. All right, take care. See you next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, fellas.
Folks.